Dare to believe in God. May the Lord bless you and allow us to spend a little time with God together. The Bible says in Mark 9:23 and 24, Jesus said to him, "If you can believe, all things are possible to him who believes." Immediately the father of the child cried out and said with tears, "Lord, I believe. Help my unbelief." Do you have faith when you pray? Sometimes your request is a miracle we expect from the Lord, but there is an essential requirement, and it's called faith. And it's just not any faith, but faith in the Almighty. For the miracle doesn't happen when you ask, but when you can believe by faith in God. Faith doesn't make things easy, it makes things possible, Jesus said. If you can believe, all things are possible to him who believes. Faith doesn't depend on the visible thing, it's a conviction based on what God said. Faith shows the reality of what we hope for. It is the evidence of things we cannot see. Faith is more than what you feel. And many people confuse emotions with feelings with faith. Faith is a certainty, conviction, and an action. You know, seeing often has nothing to do with eyes. It has to do with the soul. And it may happen that someone tells you, "Isn't it possible that you don't see it?" But the problem isn't in your mind. It is that you have blocked it and you're not allowing yourself to see what God is working. Your faith is doubting God's power. And the problem is not believing in God, but believing God. May you see according to what you want to believe. A lot of us don't see what Jesus is doing in their lives simply because they're not believing what he is doing. What troubles your soul today? An illness, family, conflict, addiction, issues, unresolved grief, financial difficulties, relational breakdowns, awaiting an answer, a postponed decision? Choose to believe that God will bring health, well-being, joy, peace, blessing, and unity. Do you know what opposes your faith? It's not people, not criticism, not even the devil. It's your own unbelief. You are the biggest problem in your life. Why don't you believe more in God? Why don't you trust him more? It's your decision. There are plenty of things over which you cannot control. And let me put it to you another way. The things happening to you today may be beyond your control, but never, listen, never are they beyond God's control. Choose to believe that the Lord will resolve it in its time, in his will, and in his sovereignty. Do you want God to do great things in your life? Then dare to believe in God. I'd like to leave you with this promise in Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. May you have a blessed day, and remember, believing in God unleashes his power. Faith is an empty hand extended to God saying, "Thank you. I choose to believe in you."